Welcome to this explainer. Listen, I am so excited to dive into today's topic with you, but I've got to warn you right off the bat. We need to talk about your mobile privacy, because right now, it's kind of an illusion. Your phone is actually leaking data right now. Yeah, there are 12 specific apps on your device that are literally hardwired to bypass your VPN. So let's get right into it.
I want to ask you a really straightforward question. Is your VPN actually working? I mean, most of us try to be proactive, right? We download a virtual private network app, we toggle it on, we see that little lock icon pop up at the top of the screen, and boom, we breathe a sigh of relief. We just naturally assume this impenetrable shield is up, protecting all of our traffic from our ISP, our cell carrier, and the apps we use. But what if that deeply held assumption is just completely false?
Here's the harsh reality. Your phone is actively leaking data this very second. Independent research shows there are 12 specific everyday apps sitting right there on your device that bypass your VPN completely. You could be paying for the absolute best, most secure VPN service in the world, and your device is still leaking data because these applications are explicitly designed to just walk right past the encryption. Section 1, the VPN illusion and the Essential Services Clause. So how on earth is this even allowed to happen?
Okay, so you set up a VPN to protect yourself, but your operating system, whether that's iOS or Android, acts like the ultimate authority, intentionally routing traffic around your defenses. To really grasp this, we need to understand a term called split tunneling. Basically, this is when traffic leaks from your device straight to the open internet instead of traveling safely through your encrypted VPN tunnel. The whole concept of a VPN is that 100% of your data goes into a secure pipe. But split tunneling takes a chunk of that data and says, actually, scratch that, you're going out the side door, totally exposed. Now sure, split tunneling can sometimes be a feature you turn on yourself, but on your mobile phone, it's happening silently, in the background, without your consent.
And honestly, this is the wildest part. Apple's own terms of service for VPNs actually states, right there in the fine print, that they may bypass your VPN intentionally for some quote-unquote essential system services. The operating system is basically acting as a Trojan horse. They are officially greenlighting these backdoors without most users ever knowing. You're giving the OS the power to decide what essential means, and to them, it means a free pass to completely ignore your privacy tools.
Section 2, the leak list. Let's dig into exactly what is operating outside that tunnel. So the independent Mysk research team caught this betrayal of trust, and they laid out the specific apps doing it. Brace yourself, because it's a lot. We're talking about stocks, health, wallet, Find My, messages, fitness, shortcuts, Apple Music, Freeform, and even your settings app. These aren't just obscure random apps you downloaded once and forgot about. These are the native, default apps you're probably opening every single day. Whether you're checking your daily fitness rings, paying for a coffee with Wallet, tracking your laptop with Find My, or just sending an iMessage, that highly personal data is completely bypassing your VPN and phoning home directly to Apple's centralized servers.
Section 3. Push notification flaws and passive exposure. Because it's not just when you're actively tapping around on your screen.
Think about when your phone is just chilling in your pocket. Even a simple push notification exposes your activity directly to centralized servers. Every single alert your phone receives completely bypasses the VPN tunnel, no exceptions. To deliver that breaking news banner or your upcoming calendar reminder, the operating system maintains this constant unencrypted lifeline to their servers. So even when you literally haven't touched your phone in hours, it's still constantly bypassing your security.
Section 4. Built-in OS surveillance and the Android/iOS parallel. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Well, I'll just throw out my iPhone and switch to Android.
Unfortunately, simply switching phone brands will not save you here. Both major operating systems share this exact same, unavoidable OS-level surveillance mechanism. Apple's iOS bypasses the VPN specifically to talk to Apple servers, right? But on the flip side, Google's Android communicates with Google services completely outside any active VPN connection too. They both do it. Because the operating system controls the actual gateway on the device itself, it essentially grants itself VIP access to bypass your security whenever it wants. Section 5. Your digital fingerprint, the baseband, and SIM. To understand the true gravity of this software bypass, we really need to look at the hardware itself. Telecom expert David Allen Burgess dropped this incredibly fascinating insight. Did you know your smartphone isn't just one computer? It actually contains 3 distinct computers. Number 1 is the application processor. That's the one running iOS or Android, the part you interact with. Number 2 is the baseband processor, which handles all the telecom network stuff. And number 3 is the SIM card itself.
Yeah, your SIM is actually a full-blown computer system with its own operating system. And here's the kicker. That SIM can talk to the baseband processor and initiate autonomous encrypted messages to the cell towers completely invisible to the app processor that you use. And whenever it communicates, it relies on your IMSI, or International Mobile Subscriber Identity. Think of this as your permanent digital fingerprint in the cellular world. It permanently links all network activity straight back to you. So when your phone is bypassing that VPN, or when that baseband processor is secretly whispering to the cell towers, the IMSI is acting as a permanent tracking marker. It ties all that leaked data perfectly back to your personal subscriber account.
Section 6. Siloing your gateway. The hardware level fix. To actually solve this, we absolutely must separate the internet gateway from the phone.
Think about the traditional setup for a second. With the SIM inside your phone, your operating system controls the gateway. That's what results in those unavoidable split tunneling leaks. But if you take that SIM and put it into a mobile hotspot instead, you silo the gateway into a totally separate piece of hardware. That gives you true VPN encryption. Because the hotspot is now the thing handling the connection to the cell tower, your phone's OS is no longer the boss of your network traffic.
So let me walk you through the practical, empowering steps to separate your internet computer from your app computer. It's actually pretty straightforward. Step 1, get yourself a separate mobile hotspot. You can even source these anonymously from privacy-focused organizations like the Calyx Institute, which is amazing. Step 2, run your VPN client directly on the hotspot itself, not on your phone. And step 3, keep your smartphone in airplane mode permanently and simply connect to the hotspot using Wi-Fi. When you follow those steps, it leaves us with a really beautiful number. 0. With this siloed hardware setup, the number of times your phone's operating system can override your VPN is exactly 0. Think about it. Your phone only sees a standard Wi-Fi connection. It literally has no cell tower to talk to, no baseband to manipulate, and absolutely 0 way to route traffic around the VPN that's running safely over on your hotspot. So I want to leave you with this final thought and challenge. Will you take control of your digital fingerprint by moving your VPN to a hardware-level hotspot? You genuinely have the power to stop these leaks and reclaim your privacy from this OS-level surveillance. I really hope this explainer has you rethinking your mobile setup and eager to explore even more ways to lock down your data. Keep learning, keep questioning, and go take back your privacy.